YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome to a new video of Rival Stars, and an awesome one that I am excited to do because we are going to be creating my favorite thoroughbred racing horse of all time, and that is Skip Away. And what we're going to do in this series for Rival Stars going forward, at least for the desktop version, we're going to go ahead and create real horses via the horse creator. We'll download them, buy them in the market in story mode, and we will breed those two real horses together. So who we'll be creating today will be Skip Away, obviously as a stallion, and the brood mare will be Swiss Skydiver, who won the Kentucky Oaks. She has become one of my most recent favorite fillies. So I'll go into more details about that. But Skip Away, just giving you guys a short breakdown for those of you who obviously aren't aware, which probably is just a small minority of you. Skip Away, won Horse of the Year, I believe in 1996. He was the three-year-old champion, he won Horse of the Year in 98, and he was the three-year-old champion in 96. He won 10 grade ones, almost accumulated over $10 million in prize money. He had 38 starts, 18 wins, 10 places, and 6 shows. And I actually had the fortunate blessing of being able to see Skip Away run here in the late 90s at a local track for a derby. I was very young, but I do remember that. I've been going to the track since I was 2 or 3 years old. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and create Skip Away, have his distance set up. He usually ran at 1.25 miles. His position, I'll just say front, that's fine. His stats are good. Track surface soft, that's fine. He will be level 10. Because I want his cost to be cheaper, I'm actually going to downgrade his stats all the way to the beginning. It's a lot easier to buy level 10 horses like this. And I suppose I can always come back in here and change the value of these things if it turns out that I don't want to go through so much training with him. In reality, I possibly could put him up to level 5. It shouldn't cost that much, but we'll just stick to level 1 for now. We will have to take time to train these horses. So, of course, Skip Away, beautiful gray here. Really basic down here. Didn't have anything going on with his ankles, so we'll just leave these as none. The head, he really had no markings for a gray, so we just really need to find the right coat for him. And it's not Appaloosa. Would it be Dapples? No. It could be. Actually, yeah. Something like this with a darker gray is pretty similar to how he looked, at least before he stopped racing. I do have a image of him open right now, so that's why I'm using as a reference. This is close-ish. Obviously, it's going to be hard to get him exactly where I want, but I do like that gray. I may go ahead and stick with that because I don't think there's anything closer in the game. Or maybe there is. Actually, both of these. This is actually much more closer to how he actually looks in before he was retired. This is a little bit too dark. I'll actually go ahead and stick with this for Skip Away. I like this. Of course, he'll be grade 10. Like I said, I set his stats all the way down to 1 just so I can purchase him, because if you put your horses at max stats in this game, they're going to cost $25 million. I'm still grinding money. It takes a while to grind money without cheats or anything. I don't want to go that route as of now. Of course, and our main focus is just going to be using these horses, for breeding. I could randomize the stats. We're not going to do that. I'll just start here. And like I said, I'm sure I can always come back and change if I wanted to. So we'll go ahead and upload Skip Away. That was actually done a lot quicker than I thought. And when we come to our collection, you guys will see I have a lot of horses we're working on. Of course, these are the horses I've created from our Gallop Racer series to create our thumbnails and get more in-depth renders of these horses. Cosmos is beautiful. In fact, let's just show you guys right quick. These are some created horses, obviously, not real horses in real life, but Stormlark, awesome horse, Stardust King, Flying Cowboy, Pink Gemstone, so on and so forth. I downloaded some real horses, but I'll show you guys in a second. Like Ruffian, she's only at level 1. She costs $8 million. So yeah, anything higher than that, you can see Arrogate. This is a horse that's maxed out, and it costs $23 million. So that is why I don't max out my horses when I'm making them. Secretariat, he's not bad at $15 million. He's not maxed out. He's about halfway there. Ideally, that's what I'd want to do, at least get my horses to halfway. But again, I only have $15 million in golds right now, so I'm just going to stick the horses to level 1 because I need to also download Swiss Skydiver, and I'm hoping that she is as expensive as Skip Away. In fact, he's $7 million. That's perfect. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to breed him and use him, and then we'll start our own line of horses from Skip Away and Swiss Skydiver. So switching gears to the Lady Swiss Skydiver. So we go to create her. Really like Swiss. She had 16 lifetime starts, 7 wins, 3 places, 2 shows. She accumulated over $2 million. She is a chestnut. Sorry, Daredevil. I really like Swiss Skydiver. I remember watching that Kentucky Oaks a couple of years ago, and everybody thought, oh, she dares a devil. Da, 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 she's going to win. And it's like, no, she didn't. Swiss Skydiver showed out very strongly in that race. I was really happy with that. And she also won the Preakness in 2020 as well to win that second leg of the Triple Crown. She won the Santa Anita Oaks and the 2020 Alabama Stakes as well. Really like Swiss Skydiver. She was a beautiful and amazing horse to watch run. Now, as far as her distance, I'm assuming it's still pretty close to what Skip Away did. Let's see, mile and a 16th here for one Derby. This other one, she ran a distance of a mile and 1/8. I'm just going to stick her to a similar distance to Skip Away. I'll just put her at 1,800 meters. Track surface, I'll just say firm. And she usually liked to run towards the front. So there we go. And now, of course, level 10. And then we'll downgrade her stats. If anything, I may give her a little bit more sprint energy to begin with. It's really about all I'll do. Maybe just a tad bit. 3 points of sprint energy. Because what is the next level I can go to? So I can actually have her maxed out a little bit higher than Skip Away. I wonder if that'll change the cost. We'll see. And last but not least, the appearance. In Swiss Skydiver, she's a beautiful chestnut. And I wish the coat colors actually showed up, like the names here, as opposed to just looking at the colors. Swiss, though, she's similar to Skip Away. Really had nothing going on. She did have a birth here. And let's see. Which one was it? I was looking at it earlier, but now, ironically, I can't find it. It may not be here exactly as I want. This is probably the closest. Yeah, Star Stripe. Yeah, I'm looking at her photo right now. That's actually the closest. Like I said, she had no patterns going on at all. So we'll just put her to none. And then coat. This is pretty similar. Looking at Swiss. Maybe a little bit darker if I could find it, but I'll keep that in mind because that's actually pretty close. But actually, yeah, I don't know if we'll find something closer than that. Looking at the photo right now, that's pretty ideal. But her hair was also kind of the same color of her coat. So it would be nice to actually find that in here as well. Like something like this would be closer to how she was, just a little bit darker. Her tail and her hair both pretty much matched her coat. This is okay. It's still not as dark. This is too much red to me. So yeah, we'll go all the way back to the end, the left side here of the colors. If I don't find anything, I'll just go back to what we already looked at. But yeah, really excited for this because I think it'll be cool to use at least our created renders of real life horses. And then again, obviously use those horses to create originals that we can follow on their journey here through Rival Stars as we try to see how much they can accumulate in their race time career and how successful they can be. It's kind of hard to find her coat in this game. I kind of like this one. Something a little bit darker I'd still prefer. Let's see, which other one was I looking at? And of course, I will do this with other real horses as well, but naturally this takes money because you have to buy these horses in the market. So I'll have to grind up. But for now, we're just going to stick with the breeding line of Skip Away and Swiss Skydiver. I personally like this, even though it looks a little bit light here. Let's go back to the other one, because it's between that one and this coat over here. I like both of them. But let's see, which one looks the better between the two? Yeah, this one is way too bright. Yeah. This one is somewhat similar, I think. I wish you could look at these horses in more detail. But again, she's got a very... her coat is hard to mimic in this game. There's really only so much I can do, which is kind of disappointing for this creator. It's a little bit higher for me. I know this is, guys are probably thinking, just pick a color. But, you know, this is important because once we create these horses, that's it. We're not coming back. The blue eye obviously doesn't match. This is okay, but towards the front of her face, it's darker and it's lighter on here. So that's ideally not it. So I think I'm going to go back to the other one. It's probably the best I can do. I mean, there's only so much you can do in this game when it comes to your coats and trying to recreate real horses anyways. So the main thing is just getting it as close as you can as possible. This is actually the most realistic, especially with the front of her face. It's much darker. She's got that star stripe on the head. This is the closest I think we'll get to Swiss Skydiver. I'm okay with it. She looks absolutely beautiful, and cannot wait to breed these two horses, which we are going to do in this episode, and see what our first foal is going to be. Now, how much does she cost? 8.4K. I mean, million. That is fine. So yeah, her and Skipaway should both be in the market. I cannot wait to see what horses, what type of foals we're going to get from breeding a Swiss Skydiver and a Skipaway. So we got all that said and done. Let's go into story mode, and I will lay out the details of how story mode is going to work at a different time. But essentially, I'll stick to what I did in a previous series. I'll give each horse like a limit of races they can compete in their career. We'll keep track of how fast they are in terms of their finishing times, and then ultimately how well they perform in their races. I will not race them manually. I'll let the AI race them, only just so we can get those great camera angles and have it be a little bit more randomized to really see which horses are good and which ones we hit the marker right with. So there is the lovely Skipaway. We can buy him now. And there he is. That is absolutely fantastic. He looks beautiful. Oh my gosh. He actually looks really close to the photo that I'm using as a reference. So I'm really happy with how he turned out there. And then we'll go ahead and refresh this again. We need some more money for Swiss Skydiver. We're about 400K short. So what we're going to do, we're going to come into a race. I'm not going to race Skipaway. I'll just use Golden Monster. Those of you that have been on this channel are well aware of who she is. I'll do this race. Hopefully we have good odds. We do, but we're capped, which means we can't win any money. It's the only problem about Golden Monster here. She's the favorite in a lot of her races. She has a chance here, and I'm just going to do a top 3 because we really just need 400K, and we should be able to win that here based off of our bets and the race prize pool. Start, skip. And actually, we lost quite a bit of money from wagering there. I hope we get this back. I may actually have to manually do a race, and I don't really want to do that. Granted, I didn't even have to really bet. We won 700K. I swear that's just going to put us... Oh, no, we won a million, actually. That puts us right over the edge. And it does. Beautiful. Okay. I was worried. I'm like, are we even going to have enough? We do. And the lovely Swiss Skydiver. Again, if you never watched her run that Kentucky Oaks, just search up on YouTube... Swiss Diver, Kentucky Oaks 2020. And the Preakness as well. Both of those are really enjoyable races. So, we have the beautiful lady Swiss. We have Skipaway. And I can imagine their foal is actually going to cost quite a bit of money. I have all these other horses in here, which I'm just going to sell and delete right quick to make more space. Because I created these horses just purely for thumbnails. Not going to go through the hassle of that again. I've already done that once. It takes a while. Like when I do thumbnails for like Gallop racer horses that I've rendered in this game, it takes me at least almost in close to 30 to 40 minutes per horse to edit all of their markings, if they have a mask, you know, blinkers, so on and so forth. It takes a while for me to edit all of that, so I'm not going to do that all the time for every single horse. It's very, very, very time consuming. And all I'm doing is just deleting these horses from my stables in story mode. They'll still exist, obviously, in my game if I want. So, yeah, still Stardust King. But I can't express how excited I am to use Skipaway and a Swiss Skydiver to start creating horses for this series here. So we're just going to go ahead and delete Gossip Arch. And now we'll need to see how much it's going to cost to breed them. I can imagine it's going to be quite costly. I meant to set Skipaway as our stud. So Skipaway, you beautiful boy. Set you as the stud there. And let's check our goals here to see what we just achieved. Probably something really minute. Sell an adult mare. Okay, we get a skill. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's go over to these stalls and actually see how much it's going to cost to breed them. I imagine it's going to be a lot of money that I do not have. Okay, where are you, Skipaway? Yeah, okay, 580K. Nowhere near what I thought it was going to be much higher. Not even. Not even. And actually, if we breed these two, the foal is automatically going to come out at level 20. That is fantastic. That's almost already halfway to breeding. So yes, we are going to breed these two. We just need to do one more race for some additional money. But again, I'm really happy how everything has turned out. In fact, how much money? Can we get anything here? No, not yet. Almost. We'll just go ahead and do one more race with Golden Monster. Anything where she has good odds. She has really good odds here. I don't have enough gold. Oh, to hire a jockey. I'd actually have to do this race myself. You know what? How long is this race? 1,400 meters? You know what? We'll go ahead and run this with Golden Monster. You guys are well aware of who she is. I will bet on myself. This should be a much easier race to run at 1,400 meters. I did participate in a race manually myself before recording, and I struggled. But that race was like 2,800 meters. I don't even think she can go that distance. In the Gallop Racer games we played with Golden Monster, she was definitely a sprinter, not a long-distance runner at all. She's a very, very, very fast horse. So, post position 11, blah, 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 blah. We just need our money. We're in the gates, and we're off. Golden Monster, she gets out to a good start. I could have won that race if I was using skills as well. I wasn't using any skills, so it's fine. But I gotta say, I've actually been getting back into Rival Stars as of late. I hope, of course, the game continues to develop. I hope they continue to release new and cool things about the game. But I've been enjoying it. Mobile, for the live events, I'll be getting back into breeding and trying to dominate with that naturally. And then here on the desktop version, like I said, we're going to create real-life horses that have existed, even if they've passed away. We'll breed them. So like I said, obviously we're doing Swiss Skydiver and Skip Away, because those are two horses I would consider my favorite in terms of, you know, any horses throughout history. Of course, there's the grades, but a horse that, like for example, people ask me about my favorite horse, and I say Skip Away. They're like, what? What do you mean Skip Away? Don't you mean Secretariat, or, you know, a horse that's won a lot and has been the greatest horse of all time? It's like, no, my favorite horse is literally my favorite racehorse, regardless of whether it's a Secretariat or not. Come on, get up there, and we lost. It's tough. It's actually a little bit challenging to win races in this game sometimes. Granted, I could have gotten started a lot sooner on that spurt. I always like to wait to see what the AI are going to do in those situations, depending on the field. It's fine. A little bit annoyed I wasted a win bet on that, and we'll go ahead and do another race, I think. It's a lot easier for me to win on mobile. Playing on the desktop, ironically, with the controller feels extremely weird. Like, it's actually a lot harder for me to win races on this desktop version of Rival Stars than it is the mobile version. It just plays a little bit weird to me, differently than the mobile version. Sorry, I don't know why I say mobile. But, yeah, and if I bet right now 1,200 meters, we're going to run this again. We're not going to win that much for the win. I'll just do a top 3 to play it safe, but I want to try to win. That's like 2 races I've done, and I haven't won. After this race, we'll have enough to do breeding, and then we will go ahead and see what the Foal is going to look like. And again, I'll still have to grind money in today's episode so we can skip how long it takes for the Foal to be here. Or I can simply just do a cut edit and then come back when the Foal is here. That's actually probably what I will do. That way we're not just sitting here wasting time. So bad start. And I forgot what her stats are like. I created her a while ago. Like, she was the second horse I created, or the first when I got this game. I think she was maybe the second horse I created when I purchased this game on Steam. So I don't remember what I gave her in terms of her stats, you know what I mean? Which probably explains why I feel like I've been on horses that have been able to hold out much better in the end of races at that point. I don't feel like her speed is great. Her sprint energy is okay. Her acceleration is alright. I think her speed is really the worst attribute that she has. That's probably what holds us back from finishing as strong as I would like to. But man, Rival Stars is such a beautiful game. It really is, man. And without it being this beautiful, let's be honest, nobody would probably be playing it. Okay, we'll get her going now, because here comes the field. And now we can pull away. See, much easier to do. Much, much easier to do. And Golden Monster is going to come home to win that one, as we should have done the past 2. It's fine. It's a good win. And we get about, what, 700K. We're looking good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, it's time to do some breeding here. Let's go to our stables, and let's go to the Foal stall. Let's go to breed horse. Golden Monster is already selected. Let's get the beautiful boy Skip Away. It's going to cost 581K. the foal will already be born at level 20, halfway to level 50, which is fantastic. Oh, I bred the wrong two horses. Ah! Oh, I didn't want to do that. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh, I bred Golden Monster and Skip Away. So here's what we're going to do. We're gonna do one more race, and yeah, after this race, we should be good enough to have the right amount of money. I cannot believe I mean, I just instinctively, I saw Golden Monster and I'm thinking Swiss Skydiver. They do look similar in this game to some extent, but oh my goodness. Now I'm going to need to still, basically what I'm going to need to do, I'll have to do 2 more races to get enough money to speed along that foal process, and then to have enough money to actually do breeding properly. So I will do that, and we'll be back once we officially have Swiss Skydiver and Skip Away ready to roll. Can't believe I did that, but of course, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to. Breeding finally here between Swiss Skydiver, our beautiful mare on the left, and our beautiful stud on the right, Skip Away. We're going to breed these two. I already know what names I want to go with, commentary-friendly names, because I already did a recording prior to this one for maybe a couple of minutes, but I probably just deleted that, or maybe I only edited in certain parts. But like I said, I would like a commentary-friendly name for the fall of one of these two. I know the names I'll go with, and we will go from there. So let's see here. Night Sky, and then what's the other one? Well, let's just go ahead and breed them and see what happens. And there it is. Swiss Skydiver and Skip Away have successfully done that. Swiss Skydiver, she's ready to foal. And yeah, let's go ahead and skip this and let's see how the foal is going to turn out. Our first foal from Swiss Skydiver and Skip Away. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful looking horse. They're a beautiful colt. It's a gray. Good speed, considering the original stats of the parent. Sprint energy is solid. Acceleration is okay. That is a beautiful horse. Didn't think my first horse from these two would actually be a gray. I'm so happy it's a colt. And I know exactly what I'm going to call him. I had 2 names. I was either going to go with Royal Sky or Night Sky for one of these 2 horses, depending. But you know what? I think I kind of like Royal Sky. I think Night Sky would have done for the filly. Or Sky Royal. Let's see. We can do Sky Royal, or we can do Sky Knight. Sky Knight. Let's see how that actually sounds here. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I think I just wanted it regularly like this. Sky Knight. There we go.
Sky Knight.
Ah, it sounds weird. I don't like that. I don't like how that sounds. How will Sky Royal sound? Because I did not like it. It sounded too just like you know what I mean? So Sky Royal I can't do, but I could do Royal Sky. That's so weird.
Royal Sky.
That sounds better. I think I'll do Royal Sky for this colt. Because Royal is in Skip Away's pedigree. Further down the line here, Royal Sky, or I should say the name Royal comes from Royal Vale. I believe that's on the sire side of Skip Away's family. So Royal Sky, I like it. Let's go ahead and do that. That foal looks amazing. Absolute beautiful thing here. No bonus, that's fine. Can we hire a caretaker? I hope. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I could do a family photo. You know what? Let's do a family photo. Yeah, we have the names there. Show sire, show dam, noble pose. I love it. That is a beautiful family photo there. Swiss Skydiver on the right and Skip Away on the left for Royal Sky in the middle. I absolutely love that photo. I think that is absolutely beautiful. There's another good one because I'll probably be using these for a thumbnail. More than likely using these for a thumbnail. But really, I really do enjoy this aspect of the game. I mean, it brings making horses, creating your horses, making families. It takes it to a whole new level when you can actually get these photos in game of your horses. It's something that no other horse racing game is doing better than Rival Stars. It doesn't matter if you don't like this game or not. Rival Stars is doing the best at this. Now, I could hire a caretaker. See, I would like to hire Saeed. We'll get 9 additional bonus points, but we need more money. So what I'm going to do here, I will go ahead and feed Royal Sky myself. Beautiful, beautiful gray. Cannot wait to see what he looks like when he's going to be full grown. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I believe, can we feed him again or is he good? No, we can feed him again in 3 minutes. So what we're going to do here, I will just go ahead and get some racing done. Of course, I'm not going to race with Skip Away or Swiss Skydiver. Not going to race with either one of them. But look at that. That is amazing. Look at Royal Sky. He already looks like a champion. That is a beautiful shot right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is an absolutely beautiful shot of Royal Sky with his mother here at the HRG stables. I cannot wait to see what he's going to be like on track. He looks really, really strong here at the front. Absolutely beautiful colt. And I'm really excited to see how well of a horse he'll be. I think if we take our training seriously with him, hopefully he'll win most of his races. That's the idea. And again, we're going to do multiple breedings of this line here. This is just the first of many, and I'm hoping to get much more from this pedigree, even a Royal Sky when he's old enough. And I'm not going to do any inbreeding. I will not do that in this game. I'll have to obviously get another mare for Royal Sky once he's of age for breeding. I'm not sure exactly who I'll do in that regards. Maybe Golden Monster. Maybe Golden Monster since she's already here. I kind of want to stick with the 4 horses I have right now, not including Royal Sky. Like, if I'm going to do breeding, I want to stick with who's already here. You know what I mean? As opposed to having to buy someone new. So Royal Sky, I'll probably breed him with Golden Monster right here. And I did say I was going to look at her stats. She's maxed out, but that's not, I swear that's not the best she can be. I think you can be at 225. So she's definitely not at the higher end of like the grade 10 horses. So yeah, absolutely cannot wait. But let's go ahead and hop into a race here because I want to hire Saeed. He costs $5 million though. So we'll do one race, see if it works. If not, it is what it is. It'll probably be maybe the end of the video as well, because my main thing was just getting breeding done. Oh, this race is too long. What about the other one? These are way too long. But again, I'm so excited. I would like to do the tack for this horse as well. I don't know if I'll save that for a separate video or not. I haven't made up my mind yet. Because I do want to make sure that this horse is as strong as possible. I want Royal Sky to really be a solid grade 10 horse. So I don't want to skip any of the process in regards to that. And I would still need money. I would need money to hire Saeed, which is what I'm working for now. And I would also need money in order to skip the growth phase for our foal. And I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and check this out again just to double check. Because I think it'll take, what, over an hour maybe? Give or take for this horse to be mature. Like if I skip, this will be his stats, and that's the problem. I don't want our first foal to actually have just average stats. So I'm going to take my time doing this. I'll feed him again, but it'll probably take some time because I wonder. I think if I feed him now in about 8 seconds, I think the timer goes up. Like it's going to take longer and longer for you to feed your horse, especially if you're not using any of the caretakers. So let's feed him now. And yeah, beautiful colt, beautiful colt. Let's skip 3 minutes. Okay, so it's 3 minutes per time, at least at this current stage. Again, I don't know if the time will increase. I may not need to hire a caretaker. I think the caretaker just does the work for you. But I mean, I'm going to be playing this game today and doing other things. Okay, now Saeed costs less. Ah, interesting. So the closer they are to their max bonus, the less that these caretakers cost. And they just essentially do the work for you. So yeah, it may not even be worth me paying for that, to be honest. I think what we're going to do here, ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude today's video. Because what I want to do next time out for you guys, we're actually going to, the beginning of the next video, Royal Sky, he should be an adult at that point. And then we'll go into customization here and we'll get his tact and everything sorted. And we're going to send him out to the track. So I think that's a good way to get the next episode started, to have something to look forward to. And again, I won't be participating in any of the races at all. I'll be just watching everything. So I think that'll be really, really exciting to see how he'll perform for his first time out on track. Like I said, Skip Away and Swiss Skydiver, I've given them nothing. Like Skip Away, I'm not going to give him blinkers or any way. It's kind of pointless, especially since we won't be racing him. And there's not this. hood that we have on him right now is probably the closest to his look. And again, I wish the customization was more in depth. Like, I wish you could change the colors. It's so weird to me that like we can't change the colors in here. Yeah, it's extremely odd. Extremely, extremely, extremely odd that like you can't actually change the colors. So, like I said, no tack for the parents of those horses. But Royal Sky, that colt right there, we will give him tack. I would like to give him tack similar to his father. I certainly will do that. I think he's going to look absolutely amazing on track. So cannot wait. But that'll do it for today's episode here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Again, next time out, we'll give Royal Sky some tack. We'll get him into his first race and ultimately see how he develops here over his career. I would like to do breeding again with Swiss Skydiver and Skip Away. You know, try to get Royal Sky a brother or a sister that we can also have racing and see how they do. I definitely have to grind some money here. I think I need to get myself at least closer to 10K to be safe. So I'll probably have to do that in between this episode and the next one. That way, when we get to the next episode, I will have the money to do the breeding, hire the caretaker, and get all the customization for the tack and everything else that we need for those horses. Absolutely beautiful shot here. Like I said, I really do like Rival Stars. There are things I want the game to improve on for sure. There are things I wish the game would change or improve on, but ultimately when I take those things out of the equation and I'm just looking at the presentation, the aesthetics, it's very calming. I mean, this is a very calming thing. This could be like a wallpaper for your Windows background or, you know, whatever system you use. I absolutely love this. So, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, most importantly, if you are new. Again, I will be creating real-life horses, and then I'll be using those real-life horses in this game to breed our own original horses, and we'll begin building future lines and pedigrees like that. Until next time, though, Horse Racing Gamers signing out. Hope you have a great and fantastic day. I shall see you later, and goodbye.